Yeah.
Man, I'm sipping on my energy drink again, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Damn, that shit frozen. Y'all good? Everybody straight? Y'all chilling?
Sipping on something, man. I should probably grab me a glass or something. You know what I mean?
Once again, welcome back to the World's Most Dangerous Podcast, Not So Common NSC. What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
What's good?
Complaints here, man.
Man, yeah, man, we had such a good time last time. They back on here, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all, hey, repeat y'all names again too, because I want everybody to know your name and what y'all business is, so we can, I want to see us grow.
Who want to go first?
Go ahead, AJ. You go first, then we go Poop, and then we go.
All right, that's the bet. My name AJ, aka Big AJ. Youngest one is called AJ. I'm the CEO of MBK and Norray. MBK is a new urban style type of feel there. You know what I mean? Bunch of urban clothes, bunch of new designs coming out every day. So stay tuned on that. Norray is more of that gentleman type, style. We got colognes, we got beard oils, we got everything you need to grow a full and luxurious beard and to drive the women crazy with your cologne and stuff. Add on to your cologne collection. All right.
Yeah, I'm a hater of the beard stuff because I can't grow my.
Man, I'm telling you, bro.
My beard looking.
You need some of that? I got you.
My shit trash.
I got you, bro.
What's the website again?
You got
nothing-but-kicks.com
is for MBK. And then you got norraymen.com. That's for the beard oils and colognes. And the colognes is coming out. We coming out with some brand new colognes soon. Remember I told you Awakening. That's coming out soon.
Yeah, what's going on? This is James aka Big Poop. I just wanted to come on here and promote my OnlyFans page I just started. So
yeah,
I was just joking.
It's called Big Dude.
OnlyFans, you know what I mean? But I'm a co-owner of Gamer Addicts here in Charlotte, North Carolina, man. We're doing big things this year. We got the virtual realities, we got the Xbox, PS5, you name it, man. We actually supposed to be filming a promo commercial this weekend for the bus. So,
really?
Yeah, man. This is big things.
Oh, you doing commercials?
Yeah, we doing commercials now. Yeah. Go ahead, bro. Tell me a little bit more.
All right. My name's Dion. I don't have an AKA. I don't share my AKA too tough. I can't do it too much on the internet right now.
Go ahead.
Like Bro was saying, part of Gamer Addicts as well in Charlotte, North Carolina. Also, we got the stores coming soon. We got something on spring with Gamer Addicts, as well as GamerAddicts.com. We're gonna sell accessories, as well as clothing and other things. And we also have a YouTube channel. Okay, Gamer Addicts on YouTube, as well as IG. Pretty much every platform we got something on there. All you do is plug in Gamer Addicts, Addicts spelled ADDIX, and it should come right up.
That's what's up.
Man, that's what's up, man. Big things going on, man. And me, I just got the pod. So we're gonna help all this stuff grow.
Mm-hmm.
We planning for the live show. You know what I'm saying? When we go probably do it all in North Carolina, do a live show.
Mm-hmm.
Ready.
But that would be fire though. Do get a room, nice room, and do a live show from right there. That'll be fire.
Let's do it.
Yeah, for real. It'll hit for real.
Set it up.
Huh? Yeah, I got my own clothing line coming out too. You know what I'm saying? It's called Not So Common NSC Clothing Lines.
Okay.
Nah, man. So yeah, it's been. I'm not gonna lie. So this week, so I'm into. I don't know if I told y'all about this, right? I'm into ASMR massage videos on TikTok. Y'all know what that is?
I've heard of that before.
Nah, I ain't never seen that.
That's like
So-
funny sound.
It's
Right,
yeah,
you
it's
hear
kind of
it.
like So
Like when they make
what
the
they do,
crinkling noise to the microphone or something like that. That's AMCR, whatever how you say it.
yeah, ASMR. It's
Gotcha.
kind of like it's a name like audio, sensory, something, whatever, another. But so what they do is they had the microphones like real close on their hands, and they give them massages like that, and then they're talking in a low voice. I'm not gonna lie, put me to sleep every time. Like it's weird. It's like it's like it's like I can watch that or I can watch porn, and I'm choosing that.
Yeah.
I'm choosing that.
You had it done.
Huh?
I said, you watched it or you had it done?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You watched it?
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm watching it. Like I'm watching like 30 videos a night.
I bet you is.
Dr. Cat.
Nah, I'm messing with you.
I'm still.
Huh?
I must be.
Hey,
I must
look,
be a little,
that stuff
I
put
must be
you.
a little behind. What are you looking? So you just watching people, or is it the noise? That
No, well, it's both.
Mm.
It's the noise and you watching it.
Like I know about
So
people.
it's like you're experiencing it.
Like I know a
So
lot of
you
people
want-
listen to it for the noise. I never heard nobody like watching it. So it's like satisfying with the noise and watching it too.
So what kind of noise?
Yeah, I see
Is it?
three niggas judging me right now.
So, so what is it? Is it like a squishy noise?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like
Yeah.
so
yeah, I'm like, yo,
Yo, I've
So
seen,
movie
you
be like-
enjoy that?
I've seen videos of people doing smacking, and they was smacking next to the microphone, and it was like, and that was like,
So
that
that,
was video.
so if we ever go to the
yeah, that's ASMR, but
look at the massage parlor just going to sleep. Like, what is-
Word.
nah, it's like picture somebody like I don't know, I'm giving you a back rub, but you can hear it, like it's auto, like you can feel them scratching you or massaging you or rubbing you. You can hear it and while they're doing it, and it's like right, you can sense the sense.
the sensation.
It sounds weird, but it's not.
You get this whole sensation, physical sensation through your mind. It's almost a version. So you put a virtual headset
Yeah,
on,
Therapeutic, like real. Like it just
I
eases
promise
the
you,
lift.
it helps me go.
that video move. I'm mad to see.
It came on when I was at
Word.
work, and I was on TikTok at work, and it came on. I dozed off.
Oh damn, man.
They had to come wake me up. I straight went to sleep. My head hit the desk. I was like, "Oh no!"
We're gonna have to get Mookie on my weird
You
fetish.
know how when you in school, you like this, and then you lose your balance. Like,
You heard me, AJ? We gotta get Mookie
What'd you say?
on my weird, my strange fetishes, man. I don't know. Man.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what I was thinking in my head. Like I bet. Pause.
Hey, what else you in there feeling, man?
Word.
I got something I want to ask y'all about.
Yes,
good?
sir.
I know y'all probably don't watch as much sports no more. I don't even watch enough sports, but y'all heard about Ja Morant getting fined $75 grand?
Yes, sir. Sir, well deserved.
I didn't even hear about that.
Well deserved at that.
Wow.
Man, you know better.
So he got fined because they told him before a game not to do the gun celebration, right? He was warned right before the game. Within 3 minutes he does it.
Yep.
So and then
Well
he gets told again. He does it the very next game.
Yo, he don't.
Wow.
He does it again, so they fine him $75 grand.
It's the gangsta in him, man.
I mean, but how much can you not care, or is it just a part of it? Such is a habit.
$5,000 worth. Or don't give a damn.
But I mean,
I think
I'm pretty
he
sure
like
the
it's
fine's gonna be
just a
bigger
habit.
next time.
You got to think about it. That's like what?
Yeah, I don't
back in the
think you
day.
can stop.
I think back in the day, didn't they used to have to wear suits, like NBA players? Iverson refused to wear a suit.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
but
similar.
it didn't
Very
last too
they're
long,
very
though.
similar players.
Yeah.
Well, Allen Iverson and Ja Morant.
Yeah, very, very similar. You know, quick, small guards that would
reminds-
definitely take the role.
Yeah, he's like AI with us.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I can see that. But
Get a little chunk.
I don't think. I guess they do compare him to AI with like Attitude Era type. You know how the WWE had the Attitude Era.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's way with the NBA too, the attitude era.
But he from actually from
that
the hood
time.
though, like AI was. They're actually from the hood. Like he wasn't no.
I heard he wasn't from the hood.
Really?
I heard he's like prep.
That's what I heard,
I heard
too.
he had
like
a-
a little
Wait,
clip.
damn, we're talking. Man, I'm over here
Huh?
fighting this, man. Let me stop talking. I'm over here giving some.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because he back came from the hood.
I heard it was a total opposite. Mother and father in the home. Grew up in a nice.
Yeah,
neighborhood.
I heard that, but boy, his dad
Yeah.
be talking like, oh, the streets.
His pops could be street, but they don't.
Oh, that's money
I
right
heard
there
he wasn't.
talking. When you get money, you say whatever you want.
Oh man, he was charged.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think pops could have been hood, but I don't know about him. He probably got his family out the hood and
Yeah,
raised them right. He probably got some. He
Yeah.
probably was in the hood.
yeah.
Yeah, he was like Clarence on the Eminem movie. He was like Clarence has real good parents. Nice parents.
Yo, no lie, off topic.
He trying to battle rap,
Off topic. I'm sorry,
huh?
but I just wanted to just ask because I never talked about it. I know AJ know. You know, old mama used to hoop. No,
Yeah.
lie,
Shut
I
up.
seen
Yeah.
a photo
Word.
of her with her team, with the peach basket and everything.
Where is this photo at? He said with the peach basket. Wait,
You know what?
Yo,
We
she was
asked-
dunking on everybody, bro.
Yo, she-
Dead serious.
Hey, hold on. For everybody listening right now, we are first cousin. Everybody here related. We first cousins. That's why we say, "Oh, mom, that's our grandmother."
Yeah.
That's what we talking about. See, apparently she used to hoop. That's where I get it from.
Oh, man,
You
I'm
know what I'm
sorry.
saying?
You got Granddaddy lead ball playing skills.
Nah,
That's what
she ain't never got dunked on before.
who?
Like I used to see her in the dunk position,
I
like
dunked
Michael
on
Jordan.
her.
She ain't never go like this, you know. She ain't
Look,
dude
used to,
dunking on top of her.
Nah.
Like,
Wore
that.
jean
She
skirts
never
too, so
like
she was
that.
hooping out there in jean skirts.
Word,
It's
word. She was the first one. to
Is
dunk
your
on
microphone up?
What's
Huh?
up?
No, I said, Pookie, is your microphone up?
Oh, it was quiet.
Because you kind of got low for a second.
Oh, is it good now? Maybe I'm too far.
No.
Yeah.
I just come up.
Oh, probably. But no, nobody ever said that. No wonder she used to come to my games and be just shaking her head.
Yeah.
Like you
I
trash.
see that.
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
Wonder
Yeah,
why they
looking
let you-
disappointed.
Just shaking their head.
She said if they had a WNBA back in my day,
Shoot, old mama having a trip.
You used to hoop without sneakers. She was in
Huh?
barefooted, bro. You know, you remember it was dirt roads back there where her house was at?
Mhm.
Bro, she was barefooted, bro, on them rocks.
nah, she had them Frederick
Right,
Douglasses,
Frederick
That's serious. Word.
FDs,
That's crazy.
and she had the Freedoms, the Skywalkers,
The
Freedoms.
Skywalkers.
Oh,
But nah, I got where is that picture at?
I have no clue, man. I forgot who I seen it from. I gotta ask my mother, but yeah, it's out
You know what?
there. She with her team and she holding the
Mhm.
ball. You know when you hold the ball, you the captain.
You know what? Trinette, she might know where
Word.
it's at. You know where all the pictures
Oh, you know, probably know what that's at.
are. Her.
Who, Trinette?
Probably-
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
I'm just gonna put this out there. Trinette looks up to me. He wants to be just like me.
I can see that. See that.
She probably
I
has
know.
it.
I always that movie. She,
Fuck outta here.
you know.
Yeah, that's good though. We
I don't know.
but
So she want that hairline, rather. I don't know.
No.
hey man, my hair's still here. My hair is
Yeah.
here.
Bro,
Cuz,
man,
come
you
on.
better join the club, bro. Once that hairline start going, you better go bald. I ain't about to open my junk up right now on camera, but you best believe I'm
Nah,
bald.
open it up.
Yeah.
I got hair. I got
Order
hair.
drop
I can
time.
say I got hair.
Hold on, show the back,
Mm-mm.
Mookie.
But I ain't
Huh?
shaved it yet, so I gotta go back to shaving it real
Let
quick.
them know.
Yeah, go ahead and bend down, Mookie. Go like this and lift it up.
Takes
Put that-
that hair. Put that hair right here up here.
Well, I ain't gonna put
Oh,
your-
No Ray wigs. You got some No Ray wigs?
I sure do. Made for you. Got
Man,
the
but,
oil inside
man,
of
you
it
had-
and
you-
everything.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to talk about that story you had sent. Now, like I had seen, like you had said about the twin boy. What's the story behind it?
So the story behind, first off, the two twin boys is like 19 years old. One named Quadir and the other one Nazir. And they both was in what is it, Bell, Georgia, I believe so. And they had graduated from high school. They had planned a trip to go to Boston, but then a group of hikers was hiking one day, and they were found in the Bell Mountain unalive.
Right.
And they went and got help. A firefighter, volunteer firefighter, got there, and apparently I don't know, I'm not sure if he was by himself. But he was by himself. He took pictures of the young men's bodies and uploaded them on social media. And it went viral. Everybody's seen it. I believe he got arrested. I believe so for doing that. But
what?
Yeah, they both was like 19. And when I was seeing the pictures of the young men, first off, no offense, I don't know how many black people go hiking and all that stuff. They two black men. Most of us ain't gonna go hiking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially in some mountains. They found their bodies. They found their bodies out there in the mountains. So they also never found a weapon. They tried to say that
they
was
each other, right?
They unalived each other. Well, one unalived the other one, then it unalived himself. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't even make sense at all. And what I want to ask is, who took them? Who was taking them? Because they found the airplane tickets in their wallets. Who was taking them to the airport?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, who was taking them to was they going to release that? Who was taking them to the airport? Whoever was taking them to the airport, was they taking an Uber? Was somebody giving them a ride? What was it? Because if they didn't see a weapon or anything there, that means this happened somewhere else. Yeah. And then they was took to that mountain.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Who's this?
No, that's what. Reading over the story, that's what I got. What I got out of it is they never were going to the airport. They missed it from wherever they were at. They never were going to the airport. They went straight to the mountains, and this is in what, Georgia?
Yes.
And Bell Mountain in Georgia. So that's the issue. It's like anything. And here's the thing: they were supposed to be in Boston at the time, and they wasn't going to. I mean, they had a gun. If they had really, the story went like it did. One of them, had a gun, did one, and did itself.
So that's a question that
you weren't getting on the plane.
Yeah, I was just saying the question that I had was so if one unalived one and then unalived himself, why would they think of that story to begin with? What caused them to believe it was like a murder suicide?
Because it was just them two there, so they came gunshot wounds. I guess they put two and two together, but I didn't know they didn't even have a gun.
Why would they?
Like AJ said,
you would have believed that someone else, a third party, unalived both boys, but they just go straight to
one unalived the other one, and then unalived himself. It makes no sense. No, I'm agreeing with you. It makes no sense.
Yeah, like why would why was that the story? Like if you go in a house and you see 4 people unalive, somebody be like, oh, it was a burglar or something. They never just say, oh, they unalived each other.
Right.
What made them believe
they did? But that's
what you say?
Huh? I was just saying what made them believe
what my theory is? This is just my theory. Like if they can find out who took them, who's driving them to the airport, I guarantee they can kind of get to it. But this is my own theory. What happened if the volunteer firefighter was like, say they got a Lyft or an Uber? What happened if he does Lyft and Uber, but was a volunteer firefighter on the side? And all that happened. And then he went back, took pictures and uploaded, because there are psychos that's out there that like that type of stuff. But that's just my own theory. You know what I'm saying?
Who discovered them first? Who discovered them first?
The hikers. Okay.
Random. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So was it proven that did they take an Uber somewhere? Did they take an Uber to the mountain?
No, I don't know.
No,
they
they
never
were
said
going
that.
to the airport.
You know
right?
what I'm saying?
Yeah, they were on their way to the airport.
So, because if you talking about what if they went to the airport first and then left the airport because they missed their
No.
flight?
They never made
Nah,
it to
on their
begin
way
with.
going to the airport.
Yeah.
So it
Exactly.
sounds
like
something happened and they were brought there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Exactly.
and that's the. I don't know. It's a weird case because it's. I see why the family is saying none of this makes sense because it literally doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
Like twins,
It kind of
close.
It almost reminded me. Did y'all remember that story? That girl that was with her friends. I think they were at a hotel, and she was like walking around drunk, and she went missing, like mysterious. Did they found her unalive? It was like she was in like a freezer.
Yes, they found her unalive in the freezer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and nobody knew what
Yeah.
happened. Like they were like she was just walking around drunk, and then she was unalive. You know, it's almost like a mystery like that one.
Yeah. It's It's these stories. Yeah, I don't think if they don't want to, I guess they don't want to believe the GBI, the Georgia Bureau of Investigations, then this is really going to be an unsolved case.
Yeah.
Because what they? I mean, were the kids in something? No, I doubt it, but we don't know. You know,
they're not from there.
That's a weird. Like, that's a crazy case that you brought up because
were they from there?
Huh?
No, I don't think they were.
So
they were. I think they're from Georgia. They were supposed to be in Boston.
Yeah, they was.
And they never made it to
Boston. Yeah, they never made it to Boston.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But they was found in the mountains.
Oh no!
And that's why I said what I said. I was like, not to be funny or anything like that, but what black people gonna go hiking in the mountains? Raise your hand if you even thought about it.
I mean,
man, hey, if they with a white woman, they will.
Yeah, all right. I'll tell her you better go sit your ass down somewhere because I ain't coming up there with you.
Hey, white women be having you doing stuff you never thought you would do, man.
Yeah, all right.
Skiing barefoot on the lake.
Yeah,
you be barefooted on the lake, motherfucker. I can't even swim, so that's first of all. That's a hell no.
What you say, bro?
Speaking from experience, I got you.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I gotta go out with my snow bunny right after the pod.
Hey, all good.
But yeah, man. Let's talk about the other twin story.
Yeah.
You know, one
I know what you
one that happened in Frisco, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one kid stabbed another kid in the heart at a track meet.
Mm-hmm.
Carmelo Anthony stabs what's his name?
Dang.
I forget the other kid's name.
Yeah.
Much love to the guy. I mean, all due respect, but I mean, that's a tragic story right there. I mean, to think that, I know only, two of us have children on this podcast right now, but I mean, I know you have to think about the child 24/7 when they're not with you, and for something like that to happen, it's really no worse. But I wouldn't wish that on anybody,
Right.
Yeah.
I mean that's
I know it's a ongoing social media. It's more of a social media, this side versus that side thing. But in my personal opinion, it's something that should have never happened. Carmelo should have never been in that tent to begin with.
Right. But the
kid should have never.
Did you hear about the time that they given the boy?
He had no trial yet.
No, I'm just saying what he's looking against, because they are really looking to really throw the whole book at the boy compared to the other Caucasian kid that shot up. I forgot where it was, man. I know they had it, and he killed multiple people, and they gave him a light sentence, and they were the same age. The boy was 17. I have to really look it up. But it was an incident where he killed about 6 people, injured like 17, and they gave him a lesser sentence than a boy that was defending himself.
I really yeah, we gotta look it up. I don't know what you're talking about.
Dang, I
don't know.
know what you're talking about, but I can't remember where it was at. I was trying to see if I had it real quick.
But I mean, he could be looking up to whatever, but they haven't tried him yet. So I mean, he doesn't have any time yet.
Yeah,
and he could take.
But
I know,
it shows you how. What
I said, probably have to take either a plea deal or take it to trial if you want to fight it for lesser charge.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Let me ask a question.
I mean, what can he? Huh?
I was about to say, like, let me ask a question. What would y'all do in that situation?
Oh, no.
Do y'all know
the kid situation?
Like,
did y'all know, like, allegedly he was like bullied or something like that while he was going to that school?
Yeah.
So if you constantly getting bullied, you know what I'm saying? What would y'all do in that situation?
Yeah. Well, the thing was, that's the bully thing. They didn't even go to the same school.
Yeah.
They didn't. That whole bully thing was an incident that happened in that tent, and the kid shouldn't have been in that tent in the first place, especially with a knife.
Yeah.
So, and the other kid should have never put his hands on him. So it's two situations. If one doesn't happen, none of the situation happens.
Exactly.
If Karmelo's not in that tent, which he's not supposed to be, the other kid doesn't take it upon him to do what he did, and nobody's dead.
Right. Exactly.
So if you go in a tent premeditated with a knife already, it's like, why do you have go into somebody's tent, have a knife? You premeditating something. Like the social media wants to make it a black and white issue, but it's not. It's a right or wrong issue.
Exactly.
And Karmelo started off in the wrong.
But
it is what it is. If those are the facts, the story is.
I think
but like how I look at it, bro.
No, I was saying that what going off what Mook said, it's more of not about him doing what he did to the boy. It's about basically the dirt that's being thrown on the boy for. They're looking at it as almost a murder compared to self-defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the black community is like, why are you jumping into that when you had other situations where you guys, you know, just because he's, you know, African American individual. But and I think that's kind of what people are looking at. Not, oh, the boy, you know, more of their relationship is very sad of what he did to the boy, but at the same time, he was defending himself. And you have every right to defend yourself.
That is true.
So, I mean,
but
it's like this. You have certain. What?
No, I was about to say, like, but I wouldn't go that far as pulling out a knife to stab you in your chest because you bullying.
So what was the other kid doing?
You know what I mean? Or messing with me.
What was he doing to him to make him pull out the knife? Like the bullying style? Was he like just talking to him, yelling, actually putting his hands on him, trying to kill him?
Well, he did. Yeah, he did. He was in his tent. He told him this ain't your tent to leave, and he was like, the kid put out a knife. And he said, "Touch me, and you gonna see what happens." And the dude touched him, which he shouldn't have touched him. He should have, you know, a teacher should have. But
So Karmelo was in the wrong. So Karmelo was in the wrong.
Yeah, Karmelo shouldn't have been in there in the first place. And then what are you gonna check me with a knife in your bag for?
Exactly. So So I'm.
Who had the weapon?
But
who had the weapon?
Karmelo.
Okay, and he was
Karmelo
and defending himself. That's the story.
Well, it changes for me. Well, I don't know, like because
the story is the social media is the his side versus that side, but the way the law is going to look at it is you for what you did caused this whole situation, and yes, you did defend yourself, but you never had to in the first place if you had no.
That's kind of
what you did
now. Like,
so
that's the case.
Because they said he was being bullied. They didn't tell you that they didn't go to the same school. He was talking about bullied from that tent.
Yeah.
But
So
listen.
Yeah.
One thing. So
he
you could no longer use self-defense if you're in a area in which you were no longer, never invited to. You don't belong to. How can you? That's like somebody breaking in my house. He hurt me and saying it was self-defense.
Well, you have a slim case for us just because he did touch him. He still grabbed him, and you know he now it's still he stabbed him in murder, but he still did get grabbed. So it's
Right,
a rocky situation.
Yeah,
what
it
they're saying,
is.
like the boy had another option. Like the boy, instead of touching Carmelo Anthony, he could have actually went
He
and
could have
got
backed
some
away and
help.
talked to
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So it's a rocky
choices.
situation to where, a lot of things could have went the other way if he shouldn't have been in that tent in the first place.
Like on even like playing both sides, like even like the twin that has to deal with that, like that's so tough. Even being having a brother that was stabbed and it could have went the other way. You know what I mean? You never know. Like, luckily he got through it, but his brother didn't, and he got to live with that. Like for the rest of your days,
He died in his
have
arms.
your brother because of this incident you never expected. Just like the same thing,
Yeah.
you think your brother just going out to have a good time, then you get a phone call, he no longer here because something happened
Yeah.
that you
Right.
didn't expect. Like, but he actually has to live through that, and I only can imagine. Like, that's tough.
Yeah.
Now speaking to the fathers up here, I don't know if you saw the interview with the dad, but he said, "I already forgive him." How easy is that, or how hard would it be to say, "I forgive my son's killer"?
You can go ahead, go first, boo. Go first.
My child's killer, you know?
I don't know, to be honest, man. I mean, some people may be stronger than others, but I can't sit up here and say that I'll just straight up forgive them. I mean, it would depend on the circumstances, but at the same time, it's like, that's something nobody wants to even fathom. So it's kind of hard situation, because me, I'm humble for the most part, but I can be anybody can go left. It depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Everybody's capable of blacking out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
try your
I
I
agree.
together. Some things could be beyond your control.
Like I completely agree with Dion. Yeah, I completely agree with him, man. Because that's a hard decision to make, like to forgive him or not to forgive him. You know what I mean? But most likely 9 times out of 10, being a father, you're gonna end up like forgiving him because that's your son. You know what I mean? But you're not gonna forget what he done. But yeah, I completely agree with everything Dion was saying. You know what I mean?
Right. But what's the other option though? Like, so you just gonna forever hold this grudge on your heart until the rest of your days when it's not gonna change anything? So you literally have no other option but to forgive.
Exactly.
I mean, no, there's always options. There's always options, but
like go after or kill him.
Like
it's not gonna change a damn thing.
I wouldn't even.
Yeah, it might not change, but that's still a person's child. So it's like to tell somebody how to be offended. They sometimes they can hold that grudge forever.
Right.
You know,
I've thought that too. I've always. No, go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't even call it forgiving. I more in that peace with it. I wouldn't. I mean,
I could see
forgiving.
Yeah,
but I can be at peace.
Yeah,
that's
I can see that.
Yeah,
is be at peace. Forgiving. I mean, that's kind of it's in the same. It's in the same realm, but I'd rather be at peace than forgive it. Forgiving is almost like totally Xing that out. Like it don't matter to that's something that was going to forever scar you. And the best thing you can do for yourself is be at peace with it. But be at peace than forgive. Forgiving in certain circumstances means you kind of excuse the behavior. I really couldn't see myself doing that. I can be at peace with it. I don't know about forgiving.
Yes.
even like Pookie said
That's
though,
a good way to
I look at situations like that though. I still look at situations like you said, like like I could be mad right now, but what is going to take? What is going to get me? You know, I still look at a lot of things like that, but
right,
it's
but
just like
that's I'm sorry, Mook. I didn't mean to.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, but that's the concept that you want to have literally with everything. Like, what is the point of really anything if you really think about it? Like, you're mad at somebody, but you're the only one feeling that pressure, that heat that you're putting upon yourself, and that person just moved on with their life. And you just like, oh, I'm so pissed, and you know what I mean? Like, what is the point of holding that? Like, why do you ever even get upset? Like, what is the purpose? So, like, to even just have the mindset of always being positive, like it is what it is. You know what I mean? And I guarantee you, like, the world will be such a better place, man. Like, I have to learn that too, of like just releasing, kind of that kind of pressure that I apply to myself. And I'm sorry to just go off topic like that, but I was just thinking, like, why would you? Same thing. Like, yes, his son was murdered, but or unalived. Excuse me. And but why would he hold? I know that pain is real because you miss talking to the person, but it's like at some point you were gonna have to split. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be comfortable with, that part of life. Like, you know what I mean? And I think that's the worst part. And people be like, yo, I would never forgive him. Why not? What would hold you back from forgiving? Nothing. Hating a person is not gonna reverse time. Like, you know what I mean? Holding on to that, that anger. So, like, what's the point of it all? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, why do people get mad at other people? Like, I hear so many road rage stories of someone cut you off. That's literally all it was. They cut you off. Like, but people are willing to die over that disrespect because people feel like it's on that level because I'm angry. You're putting that pressure on yourself because you feel like you deserved a certain way, but you got something different. You ask why did I have to go through this and feel disrespected? Now I have to show you that you should have respected me, so I'm gonna kill you. Like, I'm gonna unalive you. And I just don't really understand that. Like, just talking about it myself, but I have a problem with that, being angry at something when it literally does not matter. It does not change anything to begin with. If that makes sense. I'm sorry.
It makes perfect
No,
sense.
I mean everything you say. No, everything you saying is spot on.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
like literally, you have a choice. You have a choice of being angry at the situation or just dealing with it. Like you said, it is what it is. And I think if more people looked at situations like that, man, there'd be so many people alive, man. Because like people would die over Jordans. Somebody roll up on you like,
That is
"Give me
true.
them J's." They like, "Hell no, I'm gonna fight for these J's. I ain't no punk. Hey, take them." But people like that
Yeah.
ego plays a huge part in that. Like, people's ego just destroys people. It's that demon and angel on your shoulder, and you like, do I take the high route or the low? You know what I mean? And everybody always like, respect is like the biggest form of currency, you might say, like that transfer. You know what I mean? And like, we use the word respect, but it's an energy that you want to feel from something. You want to feel high. You want to gain that, almost that battery from that person to feel better. But when they kind of drain you, when you're negative, kind of drains your energy, and it puts you in that low vibration of like staying in an angry mood, and it won't change nothing, but you just telling yourself, your ego is just telling you, ooh, he disrespected you. You ain't nothing. You know what I mean? And you just going off of that ego, and people, feel comfortable killing somebody. Because if you really think about it, like, how are you comfortable taking someone's life? Like, you have to be in a certain mental state to get to that point. You can't just be at a normal state of mind and be able to do that. So you have to be in that low state of mind to, you know what I mean, deepen that ego. Only your ego could have you do something like that when you feel that you're at a negative vibration from this person and you're able to kill that person. Like, I'm telling you, like, you cannot just do that being regular. Like, I cannot see any three of you guys being able to do such thing. You know what I mean? Not legally, but I don't know.
Man, I mean, Pook, I ain't gonna lie. Not only do you look like Uncle Josiah, you preach like him too.
For real, bro. I was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was going in and out. Like, I understood what you were saying, but I was like, God dang, boy,
Yeah.
man, you preaching, boy.
But you preaching. But I mean, it goes. What? So I got another question for you. So what does it say about, going back to the black and white thing, right? He a black kid. Are our kids or are black people in general? We have a how do I put this? Like a sensitivity to like respect or disrespect or something like that, like to where we got to get super emotional, and make mistakes like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's and I think kind of like that's what you were touching on too. But I think we're too sensitive as a people.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like and then we have to respond in such an emotional, reckless way.
Yeah.
That's why I said in the beginning, like, this really should have never happened if he hadn't just went in the wrong tent and then, or just said, "Oh, my bad, I'm in the wrong tent. I know it's raining out here," or he could just ran to his own tent, or
left. Like, all right, whatever. I'm out.
And I'm not blaming it on him. The other kid was, I mean, God rest his soul, he was in the wrong too. He should have never grabbed this kid.
Yeah, I got
So it wasn't all on Karmelo. It was
exactly. But you could never hear that.
But didn't he give him
the story?
Didn't he give him a warning? Like, he was reaching into his bag, like giving him a warning. So if he
pulled
was
the knife out,
so if you notice this man got a knife, I would have backed off. I'm like, yo, you got that, and then I would have went and told somebody else.
I don't,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that ego, man, ego get you killed.
I went back and told the teacher or whoever. Yeah,
right. The coach could have.
But at the same time, at the same time, what I've noticed, I'm not trying to be funny with the younger crowd, none of that stuff, but it seemed like a lot of the younger crowd don't know how to use hands. You know what I'm saying? At least if you use hands, everybody gonna walk away instead of using a weapon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. It's not. Yeah. There's no. This culture of young kids is all about. They don't understand that life ain't no video game. Once it's over, it's over.
It's over.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't cool to get shot or shoot and all that stuff. They think it is. They think it's a game out here, and it's not. They don't have any appreciation for their life or anybody else's life.
Yeah, they ain't normal.
Now that's why they willing to go kill or spend the rest of their life in prison.
Yeah.
Cause they think it's a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
surely do.
They different. Yeah, these kids are definitely different, man. Them kid boys out there. I heard too many stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, like I said,
y'all,
God rest his souls. Bless the family.
Y'all,
go ahead.
You stupid. What are you in? You in the bathroom?
You know it.
Yeah, I did. You was in the bathroom too.
Who in the bathroom? You booing?
You booing? Pookie, go to bed. Go ahead.
Childish, man.
Did y'all
so what y'all think about
this dude?
Go ahead. Go ahead, AJ.
No, I was gonna ask what he.
No, because AJ funny as hell. He think, so he was making fun of me because he said I didn't know about the hands off protest, right?
Yeah.
That went on April 5th. And y'all on the group text too. When we were talking about what we want to talk about, he said, "Hey, y'all want to talk about white people marching
with the million white man marching?"
And I'm like, what are you talking about? Man, you don't know nothing about the white man. The protest
First
Trump.
off, I
I'm
was
like, you
joking.
mean the
I
hands
got
off?
brothers that's white and all that shit. I was joking. But yeah. What do you guys think about that?
He said the white man.
How does
won.
that look? I have to see that.
It didn't do anything but a show.
Yeah.
It wasn't worth anything but a
That
show.
was about
feel
it.
like
That's all it really
like the
was.
lilac or
It
something.
I mean, it was it took place April 5th. It was a hands off. Like it was a bunch of different organizations all around the world. I'm talking about like the ACLU, the LGBTQ,
with the
and
hands off.
Planned Parenthood groups, and this civil liberties groups, and all those.
So I ain't attached to. I ain't with.
Wait, say that one more time.
Planned Parenthood ain't for us.
Man, hey, look, bro, you sound educated right now. Don't do that.
Out, man. You said I sound educated.
Yo, you made fucking
educated right now.
You done black him out. He's like, man, I ain't trying to be part of that junk, bro. You over there talking crazy right
now.
now.
Because
Hey,
before we get on the plan. Well, here's the thing. What? All right, we can start with the Planned Parenthood. Like it was always a racist thing.
Yes.
Why mom do this
from the beginning?
So you think
it was the lady? She was
they attached to? You think we supposed to march side by side when they get attacked? When they feel attacked, that's when we supposed to join them. But anytime we go through something, we see a whole bunch of chocolate people walking through the streets. We don't need that. They, some of them do stand with us. I ain't even gonna lie. Like some of them do, but Planned Parenthood, man. That's like
Margaret Sanger. She thought that the world was going to be overpopulated, and she said, pretty much we need to, the world is going to be overpopulated. Our resources are going to not be.
Yeah.
And we need to, so get rid of pretty much everybody who's unfit.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of it was racial.
Yeah.
Why did he? What just happened?
I have no clue, bro. Like all I know was he just disappeared. Like, man, fuck this shit, man.
Yeah, you probably have a computer issue. Probably computer died.
I'm talking about some Planned Parenthood and shit.
I like this side, yeah.
Hey, bro, get your mama, man.
Oh, she calls you?
What?
Oh, what you doing?
Yo, let me ask y'all a question. Well, this is like me and Poop, really. Like, yo, let me ask you a question, bro. As a man, I also seen this on social media. A guy made a video about this. So, if the missus was to ask you to get some out her purse, would you go ahead and grab it out of the purse, or would you bring her the whole purse?
I bring the whole purse every time.
You know it. You got it. Why? But the thing is, the flip side to that, though, is it's okay for them to go in our wallet. You know what I mean? They don't just bring the whole wallet to us. They just go right into the wallet, grab whatever they're going to grab, and peace out.
Yes.
Why is that? Why is that, my brother?
Well, you know what? Let me ask y'all married men a question. How often do y'all go shopping for pads?
I don't do it. I don't do it. I don't do it.
Yeah, what are we talking about right now?
I don't go. Every time she be like, nope. I get anything but.
Yo, I don't even know how. I think I only did it once. I think I did it one time in Houston. That was it.
I ain't doing it.
Once. Did you?
He said one time in Houston.
That was it. One time.
Missing both legs. You better go get it.
Hey, me, I just take the purse and I just throw it at her.
I
throw it at her
and stack stuff.
I just take the purse and throw it at her.
The box.
Like, don't ever ask me
I
that
wouldn't
shit
even stack them things, man.
Yeah.
When I worked at the grocery store, I wouldn't even stack them on the shelf. I threw the box. For real.
It's embarrassing trying to buy them shits, bro. I was looking around like, who see me?
Man, it ain't it.
Like, who see me?
It ain't embarrassing. Everybody know you got a girl. Everybody know you got a woman. They know you ain't gay. I said that just lets everybody know you got a female. Then you ain't gay.
That is true. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I gotta look around. You gotta hope you got the right one.
That nigga said, AJ said, yeah, you're right. But at the end of the day, yeah, fuck all that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yo, let me ask you another question.
Well,
I tried this, right? I
ahead.
had went to Walmart, right? So I was like, I had said real loud, I was like, Europe, and every black person turned around. Why is it that?
Because you're in Rochester.
Because, hey,
that's the international.
You know why, AJ? Because niggas of a feather flock together.
You stupid, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I see AJ that got drunk over there. He taking shots or whatever.
Nice right now, bro. This NFL Cup.
That call is universal.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. It's like this, y'all. When we in the crowd, we say God is good. Everybody gonna say all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Every black person gonna know that same line.
Unless church on you.
Yeah, every black person I talk to, like I met people in Chicago, Florida, New York, and Texas. They all have the same background of liking the same foods, listening to the same genre of music, have the same upbringing of, you got that grandmama, you got your mama that don't play no games, like you live in that type of, and then they even show us that on TV, like, Good Times and Family Matters, and
I was just about to say that.
Those levels of and we all have that, and nobody find that weird. Like every person, we have that same. I was talking to another guy. He was from like Tennessee, and we had so many similarities down to we can't swim. That's a common thing that I hear about people in the hood. Like a lot of us can't swim. I know some of them can, but that's a common thing. It just seems like every pod has the same group of people, and you can all that's not like some type of programming. Like nobody find that weird that I can say something and that person be like, yo, me too, I remember that time, have that same experience, but you want a whole different part of life than where I am. But
well, with the swimming thing that you had said, what's funny, because when I was in the military, you know how you're around everybody that's from different areas. A lot of the black guys I was like from like Florida or like somewhere that's near like a beach, even North Carolina, they all knew how to swim. So do you think it's the region of the black people?
No,
like
right.
New York?
No, it can be. It definitely can be. But I'm just talking about like inner city hood people, like not everybody, like people in the suburban areas, they 4 years old out there killing it. But I feel like inner cities, like where like you in a like a Rochester that's not around water, but some people like like Smuff, he swim like a dolphin or whatever you want to call
he do.
Well,
he be in. You already know where he be at though.
Exactly.
That's why he can swim.
So he swim like whatever. And but our people of the inner city,
lean up, Pookie.
Oh, my bad. But like our people of the inner cities, they don't do that because we don't have the resources to do so. So we are kind of almost like handicapped to that, like compared to like other people, because we, like I said, like you in a one parent household at this point, and that one parent got to take care of how many kids? And you think they're gonna take all of them to swimming classes? Like I remember like Boys and Girls Club and stuff, but do they still have those? I don't know. I don't hear nothing about them anymore. But I feel like kids like that are like really like kind of almost left behind in that subject too. Like a lot of things. I'm losing my point, but yeah, but you understand what I'm saying? Kind of like everybody.
Edible's a hell of a drug.
Every area has the same type of people. Like you
in there.
Like if you grew up in the '90s, you all grew up the same way, yo. It's crazy. But go ahead, bro. I ain't gonna take up too much of your time.
Too much.
But no, I hear what you're saying. But it's like, but the thing about it is what you're saying is correct. It's the region when it comes to stuff we can't do. It's just where we at, because like AJ said, like where they from. They are from Florida, California, the coastal. You most likely gonna swim. People from there most likely can't play basketball because you're not in the inner city with a basketball court. No matter who you are, you know. Or if you're not around grass, you're probably not playing soccer very well. You know, or whatever. You know, it's just region. And then as far as with black people or just anybody, a lot of times we have shared experiences. Even though we're not a monolith, but it's sometimes we have like similar, like everybody done had to sit, you know, situation.
This is what I kind of see. Like, everybody is built in us. We are literally built to survive. Like, we're always in survival mode, and I feel like every other race is literally on relax almost. You know what I mean? Like you see so many like other cultures, like the Asian and Indian cultures. Every last one of them got Teslas. I've never seen anybody in those cultures with a beat up car. Down here, they in a Tesla off Mac, like off rip. Like you see a Tesla is gonna be there.
Hold on, let me ask you something real quick. What you just said right there. You said we're always in survival, and everybody else is kind of like moving around, relaxing. We're just steady in survival mode, right? Do you feel like that's where the reckless emotion comes from? Trying to survive all the time, like we gotta get different. You know, like the kid who
we're constantly on a different switch.
Yeah, that's why we get so reckless and emotional because we're in survival mode.
Right, exactly. Like it's like
fight or flight.
Yeah, fight or flight.
Fight or flight.
Respond, and that can be a thing of the case with the two boys, like because that's built in our DNA because we had to survive since day one. Being the original beings, we had to survive since day one. So it is passed down in DNA, like to us, to you. Like it's like in us naturally to be like how those guys were when they you know the black people fighting the white people with the chair. You know, on the little
I think how you say it again?
It's like, right, like we always got to be prepared
Montgomery
for
Brawl
to go against us. Right, we always got the chip on our shoulder. It's almost like if somebody seen a white piece of paper and a black piece of paper, and you ask if these were people who would be struggling, you would automatically say the black piece of paper. You get what I'm saying? And that's just what people would just naturally think, because you would think like this is the more privileged, the white piece of paper, because it just seems pure, and people view that black piece of paper as like almost like cold and dirty. And
I'm sorry to cut you off, but you ever seen that test with the white doll and the black doll with the little kids?
Right.
That's where it comes from.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So and I feel like that's that natural pull towards us on literally everything. So that automatically puts our DNA in survival mode automatically, while others are relaxed. And they always say, why are we so different? Why are we ratchet and loud and crazy? And because that's the switch. We gotta, every show you see, like Snowfall, Power, Empire, it's always dealing with the same stuff of drugs, of how we survive. You know what I mean? We're willing to go above and beyond and risk our lives to survive. Mm-hmm. You don't see no other, you never see no Indian culture over there, like hood, like us, with the trap houses, and you know what I mean. We're the only ones that do that because we're switched. Everybody else isn't switched like us, and people judge us off of that. But I'm just rambling. Go on ahead.
No. What I was gonna ask you was like, it's because of like what they taught us back in the day, back in slavery. Do you think do you think it's because they trained us in our minds to not work well with each other? Because if you look at other races, they all work together. Like, for example, now I'm in Rochester, New York. Every corner is an Arab spot, right?
Yeah.
But the whole family is working in there, making that money to buy another store and another store and another store. Same thing with other races. They do the same thing. How come we can't do it? It's because that's what they brainwashed us to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well, but you got to think, but that's why. Right. Our DNA comes from the actual like slaves. Like the original people were killed off. Like Like during like those times, like you said, when we brought in the slaves, this is just my opinion.
Mhm.
But when they brought those slaves, like the strong, like the originals were killed. Like those people ain't
Yeah.
listening to me. I want the offspring, like the ones that I can control. You guys are already stuck in your ways, so we got to get y'all off. So we'll just take the
Mhm.
offspring, like generations of generation, like that will really mess with your mind. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
just like that. Just imagine like the 8th generation slave leading everybody. Like the only
Yeah.
thing you know is that barn you live in with 18 other people. Like that's life to you. So we're still
Yeah.
trying to catch up to everybody else. Like so we're that's why I
Yeah.
kind of believe why we're stuck in those ways. People be like, why don't they just wake up and we're switched on off like automatically like so we cannot think that way as people. But I'm sorry, you go ahead, bro.
That's all good, bro. I'll let you finish your point, man.
Mm-hmm. But that's kind of what I was saying. Like we are stuck on that position. Like I am a big judger of our people. Like I judge us very badly because I'm a part of that group of people. But I'm just saying we're stuck on that switch to kind of quickly determine which decision to make on every action that we have when we're already behind everybody else mentally because of
Mhm.
the trauma of the generation after generation of trying to survive each and every day. So we had a different track that we're trying to get on the track with everybody else. But what I'm saying, the best thing for us is to do our own thing instead of
Yeah.
trying to fit in. We should just do our own thing because we are the greatest group of individuals that walk this earth. And like I said,
Right.
like
Thank you.
those people that built Wall Street, those people are gone. They got rid of those people because those people were dangerous.
Yeah.
They to get those offsprings and switch up the education and all that to kind of program to believe that you're doing the right thing when you're really not. And what I'm trying to say is like our decision making is based off of those old traditions. That's why you're still eating that same crap that we eat all the time, every damn cookout. Why is it the same thing?
Yeah.
Like if AJ right now and said, "Yo, my boy having a cookout," I know what he's cooking. You, hey, in
Chicken.
Texas, I know, yo, my boy having a cookout. I already know
Mhm.
what he's cooking. I know it's gonna be the
Ribs.
same stuff. How is
Mhm.
green beans,
Yeah.
potatoes, tomato? Why is that good to me? Why does
Mhm.
that touch me compared to a white guy? Like he don't know what the hell. He's just laughing because it's funny. But me, I'm like, my soul, like,
Yeah.
but it is different. Why? I'm so programmed to believe that's how it's supposed to be.
Damn, Pookie
Yeah,
X
but
over
I'm
here
just
Word. That's
talking.
what I
saying, like,
called him Malcolm X. You feel me?
but
Word.
but what I'm saying is like, why do you believe that's okay to do? Like, why are you the way that you are? Why do you believe you love the stuff that you love?
But let's break it down though. Like what you said. You said from the beginning we've been taught, well, slave beginning, taught to split up, not work well together,
Right.
right? And then you said, why don't we at what point, because slave mentality is still in us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What at what point does personal responsibility? Because I speak for myself, when I see things like that, I take personal responsibility with that to not think like that. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
Mhm.
When if we are such aware, like you're aware, I hear other people aware, but why can't
What?
we got to stop blaming the past
Right.
and take personal
Right.
responsibility on
Like
what we're
nothing.
of making
But
ourselves
nothing
better.
matters. Like why? Why? Okay, I'm a ruffle some feathers on this one. Please forgive me. Why are you so bothered by the N word? Why if a white
Man,
guy
I've
walks
I've
up
been
to
so
you?
unbothered by it.
Why if a white guy walks up to you and he says you N word and you
But
like
you don't feel
what?
bothered by
Yeah,
black
Nah,
men
fuck
saying
that,
it.
bro. Like, nah. Why? Why does that bother you when you
Do
have
you know the
nothing to do with
definition of
that
an
word?
N word?
Huh?
that,
What's the definition of an N word?
Ignorant?
You got it.
yeah.
Stupid.
That's that. Like, so how
Well,
does that?
but
So
How
why
does
don't
that?
you get mad when a
Okay,
black guy says it?
right. But I'm supposed to go crazy. Like they're playing the narrative as if I hear that word, it's
I
supposed
got
to trigger something in me to make me go crazy, and I'm supposed to fight back. Now you
you saying
went
all
too
that
far.
shit ever.
But am I
Go ahead, D.
Sorry.
What you gonna say?
I
Yeah.
forgot what
What
I
you
was
gonna say?
My bad, bro. My bad.
so good. I forgot what I was gonna say, man.
But Pook, you right. You 100% correct. The N word don't bother me at all. It don't. I
I
hold no
go ahead, go
feelings
ahead, bro.
towards it.
Say something, bro. He was too quiet, man. We need to hear your voice.
Nah,
Oh, both. I mean, Dion.
nah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm listening to y'all points, man. And shoot, when it comes to the N word, and going back to what Mookie was saying, is just basically it's up to an individual to hold yourself accountable. I mean, you can observe
Mm-hmm.
the ways that are going on, that's been going on for years, and you can choose to go the opposite way. You know what I mean? My thing is,
Yeah. Yeah.
there are testimonies to where there are successful people that grew up in the same environment, but they made it through. So I'm think that lets me know, hey, it could happen. You as an individual have to change your mind and say, you know what, I ain't doing that. I'm doing this, and just move with it. You know what I'm saying? Because people are followers. You know what I mean? A lot of times you doing that means you're following tradition, and 9 times out of 10, going down the wrong path. So, and you know that. You know, you see people around you doing the same thing, not doing well. So at some point, you got to make a choice, make
Right.
a change.
That's what I was saying earlier about that ego. That ego will get you killed, man. Like, so you're looking at that, believing that, like, you now you're in a position where people in your hood that got out, like, for example, our cousin Future.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know him personally, but I assume he's from the streets. So you looking at somebody like a big time rapper that was in your community at one point. He was from where you were, and he got out. He's showing off. He got cars and women, and he's just so popular now. And you looking at that like, okay, that's my way. I have to do what he's saying. How he did it. He's rapping about selling drugs and killing somebody that disrespected him and having so many women. So now I believe not having a father, I'm allowing that to be my father now, and following that ego, like I was saying, that ego will get you messed up, man, because that you believe now that's how life's supposed to flow and go. And I don't want to be in this poor situation no more because he got out. So that's the only way to get out now. I got to be a rapper and kill people. I got to have a story.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, don't follow. That's following. You know what I'm saying? You kind of you look for other examples, especially if you don't necessarily have a father figure. You look for examples of somewhere that you would like to be, and you're right. In some cases, it is rapper and stuff like that. But in a sense, if you know what they're doing isn't right, even though it's popular, you still have that choice on whether you're gonna follow it and pursue it, or you're gonna do the opposite.
Right, but like even like I'm over here going. Mookie, I'm sorry, man.
No,
I'm
you
about
all
to
right.
be going.
Keep
But I
going.
do gotta say we gotta go ahead and
Go ahead,
end it
yeah. Go
off.
ahead
This
and
is
end it
a
off, man.
deeper
I got tons
conversation
to
that
say,
we can
bro. I
we
promise
can
you, man.
yeah, no,
Might
we
get
can
part two
always
of
pick
this
it back
shit
up
right
another
here.
time.
You hear me?
Yeah,
We
no,
can make a part two of
it's getting
this.
we in too deep, like Makai Pfeiffer.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Word.
We in too
I
deep.
talk all day, bro. I got a lot to say.
But yeah, we just gonna
Because it's a
we
lot of stuff
but
I agree
Pookie,
with you on that.
you know what annoys
Gonna
me?
be my next name. I got a lot.
Hey, you know what annoys
Huh?
me? Everybody with hats on is going bald, and Pookie the only one got no hat on.
Hey,
Bro,
I'm
forget you, bro.
He got all
here,
that
bro.
hair.
Yeah, I ain't no hat to I reach for
We
you
all got
today.
hats
You
on. I got hair, but
You ain't got no damn
next show,
hair, boy.
next
You
show,
doing
I ain't
the what's that?
Yo,
The Jefferson, you know what I'm saying?
hey,
got that
Mhm.
homie? Don't say that.
AJ be
OG. I
hating.
don't care no more.
Word, you got that Jefferson going, you know?
Nah, it's
Oh,
all
what
gone.
you got? You got the Mr. Clean going? Hey,
Word. I'm the black Mr. Clean, you feel
even
me?
That's right.
yeah, George had more hair than you. So.
I got
Hey,
it
but
right
hey,
here
for
though,
real, man,
man.
it was a good time having y'all
I
on,
hope so.
man. It was a good time, man. We
Word.
got to definitely do it.
You know what I
I'm going
love about this?
to next word.
Huh?
You know what I love
What's
about
that?
this right here is like we all family. You feel me? and we all trying to work together to become excellent entrepreneurs and amount great things. You know what I mean? It ain't just for us. You know what I mean? It ain't just because we want to do it for us. We doing it for the whole family. You feel me? Like passing stuff down to our kids and for the family and all that stuff. I love this shit.
I'm with it, bro.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Appreciate it, man. Hey, once again, it's Not So Common Podcast. Thank you for listening. Peace, fam.
Peace.
Look at me. What about me would make you think that I care about your opinion of me?